thanks for watching. I'm making this review because before I bought one of these, I looked up on YouTube to try to see what this X9 player was all about, and everybody's review didn't get to what I wanted to see, was what kind of games were on this, how many games were on it, because they claim to have 10,000 games. Well, that's a bunch of bull crap because it's not 10,000 games, they're repeats. Is it worth getting for about 30 bucks? Definitely worth getting for about 30 bucks. I have a menu that I made myself here for you guys, and you can see where it says 1 Contra 3 1943. That means the third one on the list. I think there's 100 games in this hidden Chinese menu that's in Chinese writing that I'll show you in a second here, that unless you can read Chinese, you don't know what the games are. And there's a great list of games in there, and that's why I made this little list where you can pause it and go and look them up. This is the best I could do because I don't read Chinese. I said, what could I do to find these games? I'm gonna take this on the airplane with me, and when I wanna find Super Mario Brothers, I'll know where it's at. Mario 2, I'm sorry. Mario 2, and it's way at the bottom of the list. You got Super Contra, Circus Charlie, all the good ones that I liked, I made a list of them. So I didn't put all 100 on there, but I put my favorites on there. First things first, we're gonna turn the unit on. And on button is the no. It's backwards, so go figure. That's funny. All right, so when you turn this on, it doesn't do anything. You have to actually hit the start button and hold it. So you hold it down, then it turns on. Battery life is about 4 hours. Nice big screen, pictures are great. Some of the games, the emulators play a little bit fast, like Mario Brothers. You'll hear the tune where it goes, da, na, 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 na. It's a little bit fast. You got your, and it turns off, so you save your battery life right there if you're not using it. As far as the camera goes, the camera sucks. You ain't gonna take no pictures with that. Cinema, I don't know what that's all about. It doesn't hold too much memory. They got like some 60-second video on there with a dog chasing something. The only thing this is really good for is playing the games that are downloaded on it. Other than all that other bull crap and the camera and all that, just forget about it. It's crap. Okay, so you got Mario Brothers, Contra, Battle City, The King, Teenage, Dragon Ball, Street Fighter, Crash Bandicoot, Metal Slug, Final Fight, Lightning. There's a lot of Game Boy games on this menu. Now to get to the games, you're gonna go to the bottom left corner and you're gonna push the Y button. Oh, not the Y button, I'm sorry. Was it the B button? Nope, start button. Oh, I must have did. Let me go back. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm over here trying to record and show you guys at the same time. The Y button goes back, and this is something you're gonna have to get used to. Okay, so let me see. Was it the B button? Yes, B button goes into it, right there. And you got classic games. If you click on classic games, where I'm gonna hit the, I think it's the B button again. Yeah, please wait. So it's the B button. I think the Y button takes you back when you're in here. All right, so it starts off, I think I'm at number 120, but it saved the memory where I was at in the beginning. I think there's 100 games in this first list, and then they repeat themselves. I'm gonna take you all the way back. I should have just stopped at 100 and showed you guys. Let me get to 100. All right, so the menu starts off with number 1 is Super Mario Brothers. As you can see, it goes to 999.9. You got Super Mario Kart, but I think that's gonna be at the end. So it just repeats itself. Some game called Santa Claus up there, I don't know what that is. So Contra, Super Mario, Battle City, The King. These are the ones you've seen in the beginning. And what's nice about these games right here is you got a little, what do you call that? Picture on the side, and also it's in English on the right of it. So you got Final Fight, Lightning, Tekken, My Little Pony, and that My Little Pony game sucks because it's just horrible. I don't know what that was. Alexandria, Deadly Sky, so my little girls weren't happy. Castle Capers, Urban, Tetris, Uno. I'm trying to go as fast as I can for you guys. And you can also pause the video if you want to see the list. So I'm going to go through the whole thing. Alec, Firefighter, Scooby-Doo, Haniac Heroes, Legend, Hot Drop, Quick Move, Jewel, Rapid, Maniac, Mr. Onion, On, No, Off. I don't know what that is. Pinball, Fish, Plumber, Pool, Pop, Pac-Man World, The Magic Gems, NFL Blitz, My Amoeba, Van Helsing, Winning Post, Barbie Groovy, Ace Combat, Robot Wars, Stadium Games, Daredevil. And like I said, most of these, like 99% of them will play good with the emulator. F-Zero, Big Game, Adventures, Some of these games you've never heard of. Actually, I wasn't too happy with this setup of games. You got Gumby. I was more happier with the ones that were written in Chinese, honestly. VIP, All Grown Up, An American Tale, Action Man, Beyblade. And if you read that list that I made, if you read that list, you'll see there's some good NES games on there. I think they were all NES games that I saved on there. Pinball, Elamix, Dream Champ. Yeah, a lot of these I've never even heard of. So Need for Speed, Animal, Extreme Racing, Backyard Scrabble, Breath of Fire, Cartoon, Cinnamon, Monsters Inc., Princess, When, just gonna go to the 100, Micro Machines, Mission Impossible Defender, Demon Driver, Dexter's Laboratory, Double Dragon. That's a good one that I liked, one of my favorites. And the nice thing about this is you can save your, you can save where you're at and go and reload it later. What do you call that? Save game state. Really easy to use, so that did work out good. Monopoly, the Extra, Jawbreakers, Eggmania. Yeah, I think there's only like 4 or 5 games that I actually liked in this setup of games. International Sports, Extreme Ghostbusters, Castleween, Santa Claus, Franklin, the Turtle, Mario Kart. As you see, that was the number 100, and then it resets itself. So I'm gonna exit this menu, I'm gonna hit the Y button, and you're gonna scroll down to Games on Demand, hit the B button to select it. And this first setup of Chinese ones is the NES, and the second one down there is the Game Boy. So you select that by pushing the B button, and as you see from my list, it starts out with, you can actually read this one, 1943, and that first one that has a 3 next to it is Contra. Again, I'm gonna pull the list there so you can pause it. It starts with Contra, and these are just my favorites. So Contra, 1943. Yes, use what you want, kid. I'm just doing something, boo-boos. 1943, and I'll show you just real quick. I'll select that. You hit restart, and it's the original game, so you can start it. If you can hear the game playing just a little bit fast, but definitely worth playing. Kid's crying back there, she's tired. But
She's got to go to bed.
I will in a second.
But it's not in the second, Brandon. She should have gone to bed before I even came home.
So the games are pretty much original. All the codes work for them and everything. So if you want to exit, say I want to hit select, and you will go to save game, hit the B button, and it saved the game. So if I want to go load it, you just go up and push the B button, and it's saved where I was. So again, to exit, I'm gonna go to quit. All right, so I'm just gonna show you guys a list of the favorites that I had in that Chinese menu. Contra, 1943, Strider, Tetris, Dig Dug, Twin Bee, which was like Stinger the game, but I think in the Chinese version. Double Dragon, Part 1, Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3, Pac-Man, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3, Castlevania, the original, Kung Fu, Excite Bike, Life Force, Mega Man, Dr. Mario, Russian Attack, Gunsmoke, Batman, Jackal, Mario 2, Super Contra, Circus Charlie. So those are all NES game originals. And let me just exit here, try to show you guys some of the Game Boy games. I didn't make a list for the Game Boy games because I was never really, I never really had a Game Boy, I guess you could say that. So let me go to quit. I think it's B to select it. What was it to get out of this? Y to exit. Going down and selecting into, which is B for the Game Boy games. These are all the Game Boy games. I think there's maybe only like 40 or 50 of them. Let me just try to pick anything. Here's something with a 2 in there. Chinese writing, then a 2. I'm gonna hit start. I don't know what it is, but just show you guys that the Game Boy games do look nice, just as good as the Nintendo games. But I never owned one, so I didn't know most of the games. I only bought this because I was familiar with a lot of the NES games. Oh, Turtles 2, Battle Nexus. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if I can start this real quick, just so I can show you guys what the gameplay is all about. Story mode, just play the game. That's why I like. Oh, I must have exited somehow. Guess you gotta hit start to start it. All right. It seems authentic, so. Throwing ninja stars, jumping, kicking. And this is nice to have this little feature here with this, like the PSP head, where you can scroll it around and move your guy. So that can come in handy for certain games. So I guess that's it. Let me go to my main menu. Let me see if I can get out of this. Don't want to make the video too long, but if anybody's interested in buying ones, I guess you're going to want to see everything, right? All right, so to exit, hit the Y button. It's going to take some getting used to know how to exit and how to come back. So let me see. I'll just show you let me see, what's one of your guys' favorite games on here? You're probably wondering what Crash Bandicoot's like. So let's start that. Oh, it's the B button to select it. Please wait. And then restart, which should say start, but we're restarting anyways. B button again. And when this starts out, the volume is really high. So you always gotta lower it. And there's your volume up and down right here. And I'm telling you, when you turn this on, it's at full blast. So that's a little annoying too. Let me see if I can just start real quick and just show you guys what that graphics are like. Because this wasn't actually made for the NES, I don't think. I think it was for like PlayStation 1 or something. I'm not even good at starting this, guys. Oh, here we go. So it spins, jumps, and you got a full screen, so that's nice. Oh, I just died. So anyway, so hope this video helps you out on knowing if you should get one of these. I recommend it if you get it for like 30 bucks or under. It's definitely worth it because one of those games is worth that. And I'm gonna end this video with showing you guys the list again so you guys can pause it. Great list on the NES one, but it's all written in Chinese. That's the bad part.
Wow.
All right, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up.